My perfect husband's best friend hates me, but a picture confirmed all my suspicions and all our friends went pale. My husband met his best friend, Leo, long before he met me. He wasn't at our wedding nor did he attend any of the same schools as us, and I was under the impression he wasn't friends with anyone in our group. My husband covered this up by telling me he traveled a lot for work. Last year, my husband and I went to a barbecue hosted by another couple in the group and Leo was there. I didn't recognize him at first, but when I realized who he was, I was honestly kind of shocked. Leo is totally stunning. He looks like he could be a supermodel. I'd seen him in person before, but he always kept a very good distance from me, which I'm realizing now was intentional. When I attempted to make conversation with him, he seemed really nervous and totally shut me down after a few sentences. When I mentioned this behavior to anyone else, they also shut me down, saying things like that's just how he is or maybe you said something that offended him. In short, no one would tell me anything about Leo, at all. Any conversation that involved him was a no-go. At the end of that night, I tried talking to Dylan about his behavior. He told me Leo didn't like me. I was confused because I'd hardly seen him in person at all, let alone actually talk to him. The excuse my husband gave was that he disliked me is because I looked like his ex-girlfriend and Leo was too stubborn to let it go. Anyway, a few weeks ago my husband went fishing with his cousin. That same night, I had some of the girls in our friend group over for a girls' night type thing. Lily was scrolling through some social media. I was glancing over her shoulder when I saw a selfie of Dylan and Leo sitting next to each other in a hot tub. The selfie had been posted maybe 30 minutes ago. I asked Lily about what I had seen, and she went pale. She tried saying nothing, but I snatched the phone from her and went to the profile that posted the photo. The profile belonged to my husband. It was a private profile, and scrolling through the photos, most of them were dirty jokes or memes, but the rest of them were photos of him and Leo. Either they were hanging out alone, or with the rest of the group, minus me. In most of the photos, they seemed way too close, too touchy, or doing things that seemed too personal or intimate for friends to be doing. I spent a good 10 minutes looking before I couldn't take it anymore. I was horrified. All of the photos were dated to nights my husband told me he was working late, hanging out with this relative or that, times that he told me he was doing something else.